financial world is usually men-dominated, but there are a few women who manage to really stand out with their work and create extraordinary businesses. If you're looking to create a successful business in any industry and you think you have limitations, like being in a foreign country, in a difficult industry, or that there is a great amount of hard work involved to succeed, today's guest is a person who makes it all possible. Anna Homenko, welcome to Entrepreneur Insights. We've been trying to arrange this for a while, with your traveling, with the seminar, so thank you for finding the time to be with us today.
It's very correct. Thank you so much for having me here, Pavlina. It's my absolute pleasure, and I'm glad that we are finally meeting here and discussing all the important topics.
Thank you. Anna Homenko is the owner of Fiduciana Trust, Cyprus Limited, a forward-thinking boutique trustee and fiduciary services company based in Cyprus, offering tailor-made solutions related to the incorporation, maintenance, and administration of local and offshore companies. Anna brings to the table 15 years of tax, compliance, trust, corporate, and fiduciary experience. She's proficient in dealing with all aspects of immigration and global residency matters and spends most of her time advising high net worth individuals and their families on residency and passport solutions within all the most popular and prestigious jurisdictions. So Anna, tell us a bit more about your background and how you chose to be in the financial services industry and how you decided to start your own business in this industry.
I was born and brought up in a traditional Ukrainian family within the post-Soviet space. So my dad, he was a politician, and my mom, she was a doctor. Back in the day, people who went to study abroad and pursue different ways other than what was taught back in the Soviet days, there were very few and far in between. Anyhow, I ended up going to England and I studied international law and politics in the UK. Following that, I stayed there and I did the legal practice course, which is a qualification necessary for somebody who wants to become a solicitor in the UK. My personal life situation at a certain point back in the university days was such that a decision was made to come to Cyprus. And of course, back in 2000, the financial services industry was booming. There were a lot of business connection with the Eastern Europe. And this is how I ended up in one of the biggest law firms in the island, where I spent the first 4 years of my career trying to understand that everything that we studied back in the university day was totally different to what we had to encounter at work. I have been working prior to starting my own business for 10 years in various organizations, law firms, with my last position being Chief Executive Officer of a large international financial services organization here in Cyprus. And then following years of hard work, preparation, and acquiring knowledge and enjoying the process, the right moment has come to set up my own business and to take the risk of being my own boss.
And that was back in 2009?
Yes, this happened back in 2009.
So how do you see the financial industry today developing? You've had your own business for 7 years now. So how do you see the financial industry in Cyprus?
I'm happy to say that Cyprus is in a very good, positive, and popular spot at the moment. We've had our up and downs as a country, and of course the financial services industry now is dramatically different to what it was 10 years and 15 years ago. Things are different, things are regulated, but we are following the right direction. I believe that we are doing a great job in attracting the right kind of investors. We are doing a very good promotional job in order to attract the right kind of clients and people that will actually work with Cyprus. So I believe that the world is open for opportunities for the right people.
Great. And if there is a person that wants to start a business today, you took the step 7 years ago, and they're feeling that they might be taking a big risk, they don't know if they should leave their job, they don't know if they're going to succeed, what would be the advice that you would give to them?
First of all, you must always find something that you really love doing and that you're great at, because you're looking at long hours, you're looking at possible disappointments which might come along. So if you love the business, if you really love what you want to do, then there is a great chance of really being successful at that. I think it's very, very important.
Great. And what are, you know, the main things that the main advice you would give to someone in general that wants to succeed in business, and maybe in your sector as well, but in general?
Well, doing what you love is very important. It's very important to build a good team which is going to support your operation. It's extremely important to love your team and to take good care of your team, because when you have, well, they say happy wife, happy life, right? So I would say happy team, good business. So you will love your employees, you will provide them with perfect conditions, you will be really active and present in their life, you will build close bonds with everybody, you will have a good team, and good team is going to take good care of your clients, because this is really what happens. You cannot do it all alone. You need to have your right hand, left hand, and everything in between. So you really have to love your employees, and you really have to look after them. I believe it's very important. You really need to be able to refocus sometimes. You really need to understand when something is not going right, or when one business dimension doesn't work out. You have to be able to take flexible decisions, because in business you have to be flexible. Sometimes things don't work, sometimes you fail. So the failure is really our chance to rebalance ourselves, really get up, and understand that maybe we need to take a right turn instead of the left turn. Maybe we need to offer something additional. Maybe we need to study more. Maybe we need to self-improve. But you have to be flexible, because things change. Before they used to change every 5 years. Now they change every 3 months. So you really have to be on top of your game.
And is there some example where you had to change your strategy the past few years and really be really flexible?
Sometimes you just have to understand that things don't work, because for example, following the famous haircut in Cyprus, I've opened a new dimension of business. I don't really want to go into the details, but we tried to make it work, and it did work for some time. At some point I understood it was not a profit-making business. So I had to make a decision to let's say re-justify its existence and to rule it into different directions. So instead of doing corporate administration somewhere abroad, we started working on passport matters. But it was a logical decision. You just have to be flexible. At the same time, when we started working with passport clients, we realized that there was a potential to enhance our business. So me and a couple of talented friends that I've met and worked with them on the way, we decided that we wanted to do a property management firm, which would actually enable us to offer an extra service to our clients who have real estate in Cyprus, or that they want to improve it, so they wouldn't need to go to any other people. They would keep it in the house, and it was an extra value added to our business and to our clients.
So always be flexible, always look at how the market is moving and introduce new services.
Yes, and also be ready to understand that if something doesn't work, don't be emotional about it. Just accept it, cut your losses short, and make a good business decision, because it's all about numbers as well. When you have the numbers right, you can really take good care of your people.
And now a question that we've discussed before at the Women's Conference.
My favorite topic.
We had this discussion on long hours with many women. So can a woman have it all? A successful business, a great family, a personal life. Can a woman have it all?
I believe that we can have it all, but we have to redefine the understanding of all. You can have it all maybe on 2 days a week, and then you're not going to have it all on the remaining days a week. So it's all about the balance, but I think being hard on yourself, it doesn't really do us any justice, because we'll spend a lot of time feeling guilty. We will spend a lot of time analyzing ourselves and not quite being happy in any environment. So if you feel, and it's quite natural, if somebody goes to work every day, they've just had a baby and she's working 10 hours a day, right? She feels bad 8 out of these 10 hours. It doesn't make it for her to be there. So she really needs to rethink her strategy, and maybe she has to cut down on several days and make it uniform approach. So she's happy at work, and then she's really happy at home. So maybe, yes, we have to just decide what the balance is. We have a 24-hour circle. This is the number of hours we have in a day, unfortunately. We have our career, we have our family life, and we have our social life. So if you're going to have a really exciting social life, then you have to cut down some hours from your career and from your family. And this goes vice versa. So I think at a certain point, we need to understand and make a decision that, well, family will be a priority number one, along with the business, and social life will catch up at some other point. But essentially, it's just doing what will really make one person happy, because nobody is same, we are all unique. So one person would be happy doing a totally different schedule from another person, and we just have to appreciate it. And most important thing is not to feel guilty about it and make it work, because when you enjoy the process, it really helps everybody around you.
Great, and it's a matter of prioritizing.
Absolutely.
And making the right plan according to what's most important for you and for each woman.
And 1 month down the line, the most important may not be what it will be in 2 years' time. So things change, and you have to be flexible, and you have to allow yourself also to enjoy the ride and to prioritize at the right time of your life.
My last question that I give to all the guests is, if you had one main insight to give to entrepreneurs who want to succeed in business today, from all your experience to date, what would that one main insight be?
I have to give you 2 insights. Okay. The first one is when you are presented with an amazing opportunity and you feel that you are not ready to take the challenge or to take the risk, my advice would be take it, and you will learn along the way how to handle everything.
So what you did with your own business, what you told me the story.
At a certain point, yes, the opportunity knocked on my door. I was gobsmacked, and I said, oh my God, I know nothing about it, and what can I do? And then I said, look, if they come to me and they want me, then I must know how to do it. So definitely within 4 months of working many, many long hours, I realized that, yeah, opportunity just doesn't knock on random door. It comes to the right door. So my advice would be take the risk, go ahead, do it, learn how to dance along the way. That would be the first one. And the second one is the only thing which will stay with us following anything that we do, it's our reputation. So be good to your people, be good to your clients, look after your clients as you would look after your family members, offer them the best service, always have the reputational aspect in mind, because it is to stay with us for the rest of our life. And principal relationship, you need to invest a life-term goals into them and not short-term goals.
Great, excellent message. Take the opportunity, treat your customers like family. I leave you with that. Thank you, Anna Homenko, for being with us today at Entrepreneur Insights, and looking forward to seeing you soon at some of the conferences, seminars that we usually meet.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you and discussing the very important matters.